All right, what's up, people? Look how mad they are. All right, so I'm venturing out a little bit today, doing some different things, scanning the layout of the land, if you will. But like I said, don't worry about it because it ain't your business. All right, now, again, you got to understand, people are mad. I mean, when they're just sitting here all day, every day, waiting for me to go live, right? So they can type some nonsense that doesn't even make me feel anything, doesn't get a reaction, right? It accomplishes absolutely nothing, right? So, I mean, when you have people doing that, you're winning. And that's the thing is that every day they just tell me I'm winning. I mean, I am. You can say what you want, but I'm winning. Everything you say is a win and a plus for me, something I'm proud of, right? No matter what you do, the fact that that's your intent only makes it more so that a win for me. That's the entire point that they're never going to get. Can you imagine being in a group and doing this all day? How boring that would be. To just all they do is go bother actual content creators, right? Who have a name in this game and are making money. And meanwhile, they don't get paid. They don't make any money. None of these people. None. I'm talking $0, bro. Y'all don't think that's crazy? I think that's crazy, man. Worrying about things that are relevant, trying to force conversation, force responses, right? That's it. I'm never going to talk to anyone I don't want to talk to. My business is not your business. It's just that simple. I never told you to comment on anything. I never asked for your opinion. Now, again, anybody who has anything to say to me, they can say it to my face. You got an opinion, you can come say it right to me, right to my face. You know what I mean? But other than that, that guy loves it. He's giving me the thumbs up holder, man. He likes it. He's seeing the whole Batman thing. So, like I said, let me try to see if I could show this guy something. From memory, Bat. Just chilling right now. I actually want to walk and talk with y'all for a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I mean, end of the day, bro, people are mad, people are upset, people are overcompensating, and I just bring it out of them. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious by now. Talk as much as you can, honey, right now, please, because I want them to hear what you have to say because it's truly important. Because you're the only one who really matters here. Sorry to everybody else. None of you matter to me. None of you. We have some cool supporters, but Christina's the only one that matters to me and the only one I do all this for. Um, my supporters do matter to me. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. Christina will always come first. She means everything, you know. Um, but I mean, it does mean a lot that people support my show when you send your super chats. It means a lot. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've always been grateful, and I just appreciate that anyone who's a real fan. But back to topic. I mean, Like Christina said, what's a bus man? I mean, I guess it's a person that's half bus, half man, like man, bear, pig. I mean, if you want me to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea what a bus man is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I have absolutely no clue at all. But again, this is these people. They don't make any sense. They never have. And what they do is they project. So whatever they say is true about them. My deal is I'm not much of a talker. I only talk because I do radio. I don't talk a lot. I'm actually very quiet and reserved. Always have been. It's those people that talk a lot and they gain nothing from it because the loudest bike is, it's like the loudest bark, the loudest dog, the loudest one in the room is always what? The weakest. And it really is true. I just think it's nutty that you're out in the public every day for hours and hours, but the story gets spun like you're shut in is crazy. Well, again, that's the thing is there is no story because they're not a news station and they haven't reported anything. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I have to disagree because there's no narrative being spun because they don't have a platform. I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, if they were a media outlet or like a magazine, then they could be direct about it and it would make sense. But there's no story. The story on me is exactly what it is. Everything on this channel, everybody sees reality, and that's why they support me. If there was a narrative spun on me, I would know. So, like I said, that's all I'm saying is none of these things are real. None of the internet stuff is real. But I understand what you're saying. You're not talking about that aspect of it. You're just saying that. Yeah, I mean that's the point, honey. Is what they wish they could do is create a false testament and spin a narrative for their benefit to make me look in any kind of negative light. And all it's doing is backfiring and making me look better. The thing is, they haven't said one thing that applies to me ever. Is nothing they've ever said has been about me. Ever. That's why it means nothing to me because I don't care. Because it's literally people who are delusional and lost, and I mean, they just want to basically damage, other people. And like, I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? Here, hold on. I am going to take a Tums, honey. Mm-mm-mm. They've come out with a new release today, Christina. I can't really say that on here on the network, but that's hilarious. That's a great name for their magazine. That's what we'll call it from now on. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, like I said, end of the day, man, they're not talking about anything. They talk in outer space. They always say things that don't make sense, like bus man. It's a half man, half bus, like man, bear, pig. It's super serial, like man, bear, pig. I mean, like I said, I don't get it. I don't care. But I just think it's weird when people pretend. I understand their goal. I know exactly what they want. It's clear. And it has nothing to do with anything going on, has nothing to do with me. And those people, like, they're beyond miserable, bro. That's all that is. That's just misery wants company. And I'm good. I'm all right. You know, y'all can deal with your own issues. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not going to involve me and your depression. That's all that is. I know exactly what it is. So, like I said, I mean, end of the day, all these people on here, they sure do talk a lot. John Clement talks all about narcissism. He's actually pretty good at doing it. I like the guy, but none of it really exists, man. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, it just really doesn't. I mean, you know, you say that these narcissists are doing all these things, there's nothing happening. Like, everything in my life every day is and always will be perfectly calm and normal. I mean, he makes some good points. You know, he talks about the reality of it, how it's like part of the matrix and they're all part of the fear programming, right? Which is true. And that's the thing. I teach people to live in love. Again, you all never accomplished anything. You took a cop out with me. When you made your phone calls, anytime you ever picked up a phone and did something malicious, that was a cop out. That means I won. So when you created what happened to me through the negligence that I talked about, you didn't win anything. That was you surrendering and losing. That's the part that you don't want to face. That's reality. You took a cop out because you knew I'm the strongest. You knew no one could come close to me, right? So you took a cop out. And if you check the rap sheet, that's what narcs always do. Okay? Now people are using the word narc. Nobody ever used that word before me. I'm who invented that word. Nobody was calling them narcs. They don't use actual words because they're very uneducated. That's the point. When you sit online all day and don't do nothing but worry about other people, you can't be educated, right? Because if you were educated, you spend your time doing something productive, right? That's just facts. So like I said, let me step out of the chat. I got no time for that. I got no time for going backwards about things that are a waste of my time and talking to people where there's nothing to talk about and it's already been addressed. In this show, I already went over what you're talking about because it's irrelevant. I refuse to respond. There's no point because you're not saying anything. I know exactly what you're on. Right. Easily not happening. So, like I said, it's very odd. It's very weird. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just so odd that they say things that don't exist. Right now, they said I have shoes with holes in them. My shoes don't have any holes in them. I just got new shoes. They saw this. Why do you act like you can't see? What is that supposed to accomplish? Then you're talking about socks. It's all basic stuff, man. I handle that in my own time when I feel like it. Again, what are you talking about? There's nothing to respond to. That has nothing to do with me, partner. I mean, you need to take that up with Brownsville. End of the issue. You don't have to keep going on and on about it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't provoke any response in me, bro. I'm a grown man. You're not bullying anyone. I'm right here. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you got something to say, why can't you speak direct? Like, be grown. Oh, you're not grown. Okay. Then you have no business saying anything to me because I'm a grown man, right? See, I have to focus every day. I got to take care of my bat cycle. I have to maintain, right? I got business to take care of, right? Real talk. I got things to handle. I got money to make. I'm running a business. Let's be real. What you want to do is you want to distract me from my business. Like Coach Eli. Look, now you're quiet. Every time you talk, you notice how I don't talk to you, I don't respond. It's never going to change. Learn to get over it. Or keep on in your repeat cycle because it indicates that you're in a prison. You're in a mental prison. That's clear as day. They say you tried to put me in one? How? When? I've been free this entire time. I'm always free because I'm not you. See, I'm not you. You're not me. That whole weird psychological thing is not a game anybody's playing. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Y'all are in outer space with it, man. You got to come back to reality, Hoss. Like real talk. Y'all are lost out here. But like I said, at this point, I enjoy it. At this point in the game, truly, I enjoy it because it only helps me to make more money. When they come here, they're paying me, literally. When they come here and they do this, trying to act like they're talking mess. I get paid when you talk mess. Do that all you want. Because you're not talking mess, because that's something you have to do in person. Right? And you have to stand your ground when you do it. You can't say something that's right? But all of you run away. Look, she's mad because she's in her little Range Rover, enslaved, having to make payments, and I'm on this $1,300 investment. I'll never be a slave in my existence. You see the different side of the token? You see how it flips? See, after you start looking at things from a different perspective, you'll see the reality of it. All these people, they're stuck in their 9-to-5s. That's slavery. I'm not enslaved. Remember, my business is riding my scooter around. How cool is that? That's the thing these people don't get. I ain't never going to go broke. Trust me, there's always a way to make money. Believe me, I haven't even utilized or tapped into the other ways. I'm waiting on it. There's other ways. I'm going to be making some more money here in a minute. So like I said, I just think it's so funny. They come here, they tell me how they're downtrodden, how they're not doing well, they're in poverty, they're impoverished, dilapidated circumstances. And that's all they do. And then they just come here and tell me about their situation, and I never respond. I'll tell you right now, you can do all the pretending you like, but at the end of the day, I will never speak one word to you. So don't act like you got a response because you haven't. You never will. You can do whatever you want, bro. Type all day, man. It's never going to do anything. That's all I'm saying. It's pointless. That's where you want your enemies. You want trolls to be just typing to themselves. Thank you, honey. Which part is very cool? Sorry, I'm trying to follow while I do what I'm doing. Being Batman. Step away for 2 seconds and school goes to recess and types. Yeah, that's all they do. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. They don't eat. They don't sleep. All they do is worry about me and start typing. And I don't know, it gives them some kind of sense of importance. You know, it's basically clear as day. I mean, trolls basically want you to babysit them. I'm not here to babysit, bro. Like, seriously. They're grown people that want people to babysit them. I'm not a babysitter, bro. I'm really not. Like, pay me. I mean, if you want me to babysit grown adults while I'm on my show, at least pay me, bro. Pay me like $100 every day, and we could do virtual babysitting for adults. That's what they're asking. That's why it's so weird and uncomfortable, because it just is weird. Like, That's what they want. They want a babysitter. Like, you want Batman to be your babysitter when you're like in your 50s and 60s. Like, seriously? This is where we're at with it? This is what we're doing now? Like, real talk. That's what they want. Exactly. I'll never be a slave, and that's my whole point. All the phrase now I want you to notice something, Christina, because you just literally got right on topic with what's going on. Now look at the types of video titles that all these stalkers, gang stalkers who are all stalking me, no one else. Look at the titles they put out. Isn't that what like Red Pill put in his title? Didn't he say something about like, I won't live on my knees, but yet he is. All their titles are my words. All their titles are coming from me. Do you understand what I'm saying? All their titles are speaking in a light they can't speak in. It doesn't apply to them. They're talking about what I have to say. Those are my stances. I'm always going to live on my feet. I'm always going to be a man and a boss, right? So, like I said, all of them, they just want to be me. That's what the demons want. They want to be me. And I refuse to give them what they want. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can't be me. It's just that simple, man. Golly, bro. These people are just incorrigible, man. Like, they just do not know how to move. It is ridiculous, man. Like, you'll end up waiting 3 hours, bro, literally. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, is it really this hard, bro? There we go. Only took like a couple of hours. Oh, there we got another one going to ruin it. I don't even care, bro. So yeah, like I said, I symbolize a lot deeper meaning than what people want to talk about. Okay? A lot deeper meaning. What my point is that you have a whole group of people, the whole human population and race is enslaved, is willingly in modern day slavery. And what I represent is the human spirit, and to wake up and stop being enslaved. See, I'm free as it gets. They can never imprison my mind. They can never put me in mental enslavement or captivity. All these people you see typing, it's because I trigger them, because they're operating off of a fear-based program from the Matrix, which is a joke and doesn't exist. That's right. So basically what I do, it completely shatters that belief system, and it makes them uncomfortable because their belief system is a lie. Their belief system has always been a lie. You understand? It always will be a lie. And that's just what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. Because blank can't grasp the deep intellectual and spiritual wisdom you try and teach. Well, I don't try, I teach it. It's up to them whether they digest it or not. It's not my responsibility what they want to digest. It's not my responsibility whether they take it in or not. It's not my responsibility. They're not my responsibility. Sheep waking up is not my responsibility. That's the whole point of why I asked all these narcs these questions. And my main question was why? Why are you doing the actions that you're doing? If you never ask yourself why, it doesn't make sense. You're possessed. And that's what we're dealing with a lot, is just demonic possession. And I, for one, will never waste another inkling of my time with people who are possessed. They can do whatever they want to do and remain possessed. It's not my problem. Because I've tried helping enough people, and I'm done trying to help. Because it's a waste of my time. I mean, if people don't want to wake up, then forget it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, even let's take these people for example. They have a whole like RV thing they're driving with a little like box car behind it, a white box car. Now, they're getting the idea a little bit more if they were to use that to live in, and then the box car is on the hitch and they take that off, right, to go where they want. I mean, it's a pretty good idea in my opinion. It's pretty cool. Also requires a lot of work. If you sleep in it, you'd have to either find a spot to pay in, or you'd have to deal with the Walmart parking lots that are dangerous, right? You have to worry about if they're going to try to mess with you or ask you to leave. You got to deal with all the problems associated with it. You understand what I'm saying? It's still not really freedom. It's not. You never really get free. These people didn't hurt me, in my opinion. These people did me a favor. You're never really free until you let go. You're never really free until you let go of this system and this matrix. I let go of it a long time ago. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anything that regards the things you care about. I don't, because they're meaningless to me. You know, because me, I'm going to do what I'm doing regardless. Nobody can stop me. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they're so corny. That's why they're so triggered and pressed. That's because they aren't open enough to see the possibilities outside their own narrow thinking. You're 100% right. It's exactly what it is. But that's the thing. Their narrow thinking, in this case, doesn't even exist. This is not the public I'm talking about. I'm talking about a small sect of people, a small group of people that don't even exist. They're the outcasts of society. All the other sheep, that applies to, yes. All the other sheep, they can't digest the message. These people are even below them. They're so far behind and not waking up. And it's like, hey, listen, you have to take care of financial affairs. They don't take care of themselves, right? You can't depend on other people, right, to pay your bills, to take care of you financially, right? And they're completely trying to do that while preaching the opposite. See, all these people, they have to come to the round table and physically present themselves in reality and in real life and show who they are. Something I've done. These people will never do it because they aren't anybody. They aren't anything that they claim. They have no money. They've never made investments like me. They don't own anything. They don't have. They lack. They need a job badly. They mooch, right? And they use those words like BUM, the bum word. Who do you think they're talking about? That's what narcs do when they use the HOBO word, the hobo word. Who are they talking about? Themselves. They're not talking about me. I'm the farthest thing from all of that. I've been independent since I was 16, dude. What do you mean? And see, that's the thing. They come on here and they project because they're weak, right? And it's so weird because they should know by now that I completely understand what it is. And that's when they get quiet just because I say it. I mean, I shouldn't have to say it over and over again. It's been said, bro. Y'all got that narc amnesia. They actually have amnesia. Narcs have amnesia. They wake up and they forget all the things that have happened. They forget we've already been through all this. They forget you've already been defeated. Okay? You weren't even a formidable opponent. I've dealt with people a million times worse than narcissists in my life, and I've won every single time. It doesn't matter who you are, I'm going to win. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose anybody who had any value or self-worth. The only thing that matters is people with self-worth and self-value. People with a purpose, people who have actual value. I haven't lost anything. I've gained getting away from people who are no good and whatever you want to say. That's not toxic. See, that's the thing. They want to say toxic. No, that's not toxic. That's just people who are literally like in a void. In other words, they're stuck in a circle and all they do is just sit there and want to argue and cause fake drama. And the thing is, they don't even understand reality. They don't understand that reality is reality, right? So then they wonder why people react the way they do to them and see that people in the world are not playing with them or playing around because no one has to. Nobody owes them anything. They're sheltered, right? They're sheltered. They don't understand reality. That you can't just go harass people. You can't bother people. You can't be talking crazy to people. That's why they don't stand on the things they have to say because they're scared. They're terrified. They're cowards. That's my whole thing. You know, I've already confronted and addressed everybody, especially on this network. It's very easy, man. I'll never talk to any of you. You understand? So what do you mean? There's nothing to talk about. Like, you're people who you want to play victim. I'm on my channel. You're coming over here bothering me. You're breaking the law. I don't talk to y'all. I want nothing to do with you. I've made it clear. See, that's the thing. It shouldn't be a thing I have to repeat. So see, that equates to prison time on their end. I can't read any of your comments, dude. This is the thing they don't get. They really feel like they're accomplishing something. You're doing nothing, dude. Even if it gets highlighted, it means nothing, bro. Quit playing these games, bro, because I have a big thumb, right? So I'm clicking the button, so it's clicking the comment. It means nothing. Doesn't mean I'm seeing it. I'm not reading a word. I will never see anything you say. You understand? How you not only tried helping, but you've seen the demon with your own eyes and you still defeated the evil. Right. And that's my point. They talk about these things, these realities that don't exist. Right now, the only thing I saw is they said they're going to do blah, blah, blah. Do whatever you want. It's going to make no difference. You don't put fear in me. See, my live streams are all up to snuff, are all run correctly. I don't walk on eggshells. I don't watch my wording for you. This has been gone over 8 million times. Again, why do you keep coming here and breaking the law? You can report whatever. I'm reporting you to my lawyer. Yep. Yep. I'm getting all this evidence on you. I have everything. I have screenshots, everything, and I'm taking it to an attorney, and you're going to go to prison. That's all that matters. All this talking about YouTube stuff, hey, my channel's in good standing, bro. Clearly, you're powerless. It'll never affect my channel, bro. It never affect anything that I'm doing. Everything I'm saying is correct, is the truth. What do you mean? It is what it is, man. People can't handle the Batman. Clearly, right? They can't handle reality. They're mad. They're upset. Right? That's what you keep seeing examples of. You don't see an example of, like, oh, people are aggressive with me. You see people backing down. So, like I said, I mean, here's the next question. What is that supposed to make me feel that you get on fake accounts, leave 10 comments, and say absolutely nothing, and say you're going to do something that's going to be a waste of your time that you're going to do anyway? You see what I'm saying? When they can't get you upset and they can't get a rise out of you, and they don't control anything that you do, right? And they don't control your finances, that's when they get mad. Right? Look at them lashing out. Now, see, right here, I got you where I want you. Understand that, little minion. See, right now, you're lashing out. You're triggered and pressed as can be. That's a win for me. So when you type like this and you keep leaving 20 comments on a fake account, showing you're breaking the law, showing you're going to prison and you don't have any self-value or self-worth, this is what I want. You're only exhibiting to the public what it is and how angry you are. This has been explained every single time. You're not able to make me look any way. You're only making yourself look worse. This is what you've done every single day. Clearly, it's important to you. Clearly, what I have to say is extremely important to you, right? Clearly, what I have to say really, really bothers you and affects you because it's the truth. The only thing that could affect someone that much and get underneath their skin this much is the truth. I don't care if you can't handle the truth. You don't have to watch my program. See, that's the thing. You clearly enjoy the program. You clearly enjoy me and are in love with me. And it's just too bad because I'm with Christina and happy. So, like I said, I could care less how you feel, what you have to say. It all means nothing to me, dude. I'm just being real with you. It means absolutely nothing. Right? So, like I said, let people do what they do, right? Let them think what they think. I don't care. That's all I got to say for right now, man. I'll be back, yo.